Hey, welcome back to Say It in English, the podcast where we help you speak better English by just talking like real people. I'm Tom.
And I'm Lexi, and today we have such a good topic, like genuinely one of my favorites so far.
Same. So, quick question before we dive in. Can you actually discuss working from home in English, or do you run out of words after I prefer home?
That's so real. A lot of learners can express a basic preference, but then they freeze. They don't have the vocabulary to explain why, compare both options, or talk about the details of their work setup.
Exactly. And that's what we're fixing today. We'll walk you through the vocabulary of modern work life, office work, remote work, the hybrid model, and how to express your opinions on all of it in natural, professional-sounding English.
And as always, we'll focus on collocations, which words go together naturally. Because in English, it's not just about knowing a word, it's about using it with the right partner words. Stick around, this is going to be really useful.
All right, let's get into it. Segment 1, the traditional office. Now, let's paint the picture. You wake up on a Monday morning, you get dressed, maybe grab a coffee, and then you commute to work.
Ah, yes, the commute. Commute is both a verb and a noun. I commute to work by train, that's the verb. My commute takes 45 minutes, that's the noun. Common collocations, a long commute, a short commute, a stressful commute.
Right. And I think the commute is actually one of the most talked about aspects of office life, isn't it? It's the thing people either love because it gives them time to listen to podcasts, hint, hint.
Very subtle, Tom.
Or they find it completely exhausting, especially if they have a long commute and they're stuck in traffic every single day.
Totally. Once you've made it to the office, you're immersed in something called office culture. This refers to the shared values, habits, and atmosphere of a workplace. You might hear, the office culture here is very relaxed, or they have a really strong office culture.
A big part of that culture is in-person interaction. One thing offices are known for is face-to-face meetings. Face-to-face means physically present, the opposite of a video call or phone call. You hold or have a face-to-face meeting.
Right, and the other big one is team collaboration, working closely with your colleagues toward a shared goal. Common collocations are encourage team collaboration, foster team collaboration, or improve team collaboration. You don't say make collaboration.
Good point. And there's one more thing offices are known for, water cooler chat. Have you heard that phrase?
Oh, I love that phrase. So water cooler chat or water cooler conversation refers to those casual, informal chats that happen naturally in a shared office space. You bump into a colleague near the coffee machine and end up chatting about the weekend. It's spontaneous and unplanned.
Yeah, and a lot of people miss that informal connection when they work from home. Speaking of the office experience, in many workplaces, you're expected to adhere to a dress code. Adhere to means to follow or comply with. It's more professional than simply saying respect the dress code.
Some workplaces have a very formal dress code. Others are business casual, professional but relaxed. Think nice trousers and a neat shirt, but not a full suit. Business casual is really common in job descriptions.
Okay, quick recap of the office vocabulary before we move on. We've covered commute to work, office culture, face-to-face meetings, team collaboration, water cooler chat, and adhere to a dress code. Keep those in mind.
All right, let's shift gears. Segment 2, working from home. So much of the modern workforce lives here now, at least part of the time, and there is a whole vocabulary that goes with it.
Absolutely. Let's start with the fundamental phrase, to work remotely. This means performing your job duties from outside the traditional office, usually your home, but also a cafe or co-working space. The correct collocation is simply, I work remotely, not make work remotely or do work remotely.
Right, And one of the biggest perks of working remotely is flexible hours, the freedom to choose when you start and finish your working day, rather than being locked into a rigid 9 to 5 schedule.
Yeah, you hear, I really appreciate the flexible hours, or my company offers flexible hours. Not free hours or open hours, it's specifically flexible hours, and established collocation.
Exactly. When you start your working day at home, you log on. When you're done, you log off. These are everyday phrasal verbs. I usually log on at 8:30, or don't forget to log off when you're done.
Mm-hmm. And a big part of the remote workday is video calls. You have a video call, not a video meeting call, just a video call. Or virtual meeting, a meeting that happens online. You join a virtual meeting or schedule a video call.
And there's such a thing as Zoom fatigue, the exhausted feeling after too many back-to-back video calls. It's a real phenomenon, and it's actually in the dictionary now. It perfectly captures that drained feeling after a day full of virtual meetings.
So real. Okay, another really useful phrase, catch up. You can catch up on emails, meaning reading and replying to ones you missed, or catch up with a colleague, meaning a quick conversation to get updated on what they've been working on.
Right, like, let's jump on a quick call and catch up. Or, I spent Monday morning catching up on emails. Very natural and very common.
Now here is one of the most important phrases for remote workers, to set boundaries. This means establishing clear limits between your work life and your personal life.
Yes, and notice you set boundaries, not put or make boundaries. You set boundaries. She's good at setting boundaries. It's important to set clear boundaries when you work from home. This collocation is fixed.
And when you set good boundaries, you're more likely to maintain a healthy work-life balance. The idea that your professional and personal life are in good equilibrium. It's something many people struggle to maintain when working from home.
Because when your home is also your office, it's really hard to switch off. Work spills over into your evening, and that's when productivity drops, not from laziness, but because you're burned out from never truly disconnecting.
So, quick segment 2 recap. Work remotely, flexible hours, log on and log off, video call, virtual meeting, catch up, set boundaries, work-life balance, and productivity.
Okay, segment 3, expressing opinions. Moving from I prefer working from home to explaining your reasoning with natural professional language is far more impressive.
Right. Let's talk about the hybrid model or hybrid schedule. This is increasingly how companies are operating. Employees split their time between the office and working remotely, some days in, some days at home.
And you might hear, we operate on a hybrid schedule, or the company has moved to a hybrid model. Really relevant for job interviews and professional conversations right now.
Now, when expressing opinions on this topic, native speakers use specific structures. For example, the main advantage of working remotely is the flexibility, or one downside of office work is the long commute. Those structures, the main advantage is, and one downside is, are clean and professional sounding.
You can also say the pros and cons, like, let's weigh up the pros and cons. That's a common business expression, meaning the advantages and disadvantages. There are pros and cons to both approaches.
Right. For comparisons, try working remotely tends to boost productivity for tasks requiring deep focus, or being in the office is better for spontaneous collaboration. The phrase tends to means this is generally true. It's great for balanced, nuanced opinions.
That's a great one. You can also talk about what you personally thrive in. To thrive means to do well, to feel at your best. I thrive in an office environment because I need social energy. Or I tend to thrive working remotely because I have fewer distractions.
Mm-hmm. And if something isn't working well for you, you might say, I struggle with working from home because I find it hard to stay motivated. To struggle with something means it's difficult for you. It's honest and natural.
And ultimately, many people and companies are trying to strike a balance between the two. This collocation means finding a good middle ground, not too much of one thing, not too much of the other. We're trying to strike a balance between remote flexibility and in-person collaboration.
I love that phrase. It's elegant, it sounds natural, and honestly, it's the most accurate summary of where most workplaces are right now.
Okay, before we wrap up, a quick final summary to make everything stick.
For the office, commute to work, office culture, face-to-face meetings, team collaboration, water cooler chat, adhere to a dress code. For remote work, work remotely, flexible hours, log on and log off, video call, virtual meeting, catch up, set boundaries, work-life balance, productivity.
And for expressing opinions, pros and cons, tends to, thrive in, struggle with, and strike a balance. Use those in your next work conversation, and you'll sound incredibly natural and professional.
That's all for today's episode of Say It in English. A big thank you for listening. If you found this useful, please subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with someone who's learning English. It really helps the show grow.
Yes, and remember, the best way to learn vocabulary is to use it. Today's challenge, write a few sentences about your own work setup. Do you work remotely? Do you commute? Tell us, we'd love to hear.
Until next time, keep listening, keep practicing, and keep saying it in English. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.